Hey everyone, so it's November. I know it's a few days into November, so I'm a little on the late side to do this, but I'm here to do my October favorites. So I'm going to start off with all my sort of beauty products, and then I'm going to do something I actually haven't done yet. I'm going to branch into more outside of beauty related products, so foods, things I've been doing, drinks, other stuff along those lines, music, stuff like that. So let's start with hair first. I actually only have one product for my hair that I've really been loving. I think I mentioned this in my last favorites video. Oh my goodness. And it's argan oil. I love it. It smells sort of like vanilla, I think. All I know is I love the smell. And I put like a dime-sized drop, not even, into the palm of my hand, rub my hands together, and while my hair is wet, I just run it through, and it helps my hair look so much shinier while after when it's drying. So moving on from there, I'm gonna go for nails. My favorite color has been Cosmo Not Tonight Honey from OPI. It's this color here. It's been chipping off of my nails, but it's that color right there. It's a really nude color with a really nice shimmer, so it's been that. Sorry about the lighting and everything, but it's really crappy outside, so I'm trying to find the best balance. So next I'm going to move on to skin products. So the first one I got in my Lux box. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it right here. And it's the Olay, I think it is. Yeah, Olay Professional Pro X Eye Restoration Complex. I don't have wrinkles yet. Well, when I do this, I do. When I smile, I get them here and here. But I find that it really helps to fight stuff like that. So using this will really help to fight what's here, because every now and then I find myself getting a little bit of them. So I really like that product for that reason. One of my next favorites for skin and body is this. It's called Aloe There. It's a tanning cream. It's an after tan cream. I work in a tanning salon, so I have really easy access to this stuff. But it's not meant for tanning, it's just meant for your skin. And it's got a lovely smell. It smells like aloe. Like, easier said than that. It smells like aloe, but it's a really nice thick cream. Like, that's really all I need, and that's gonna do down my arms to here and all my hands and stuff, and my body will stay moisturized. Ooh, focus, focus, focus. There we go. My body will stay moisturized for hours. Like, I don't have to reapply that other than to my hands. I could, if I don't shower the next day, sometimes I don't because I'm just lazy and around the house, my skin stays so soft that I don't need to use that. Sometimes I can shower and not need to use that because my skin is still so soft. So that's it for hair and body and nails. Next, onto face stuff. I mention this very often, but it's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I live by it. I like the consistency and the texture, and I like how it makes my eyeshadow stay, so it's my favorite eyeshadow primer. Next is the Revlon Color Stay 12 Hour eyeshadows. They look like that. And it's in the color Cafe au Lait, I think it is. Nope, Coffee Bean. I was close. Coffee, cafe. But yeah, it's a really nice sort of neutrals palette, but it doesn't give you the typical brown, white, light brown. It gives you a nice taupe and a really nice dark brown, and a little bit of a shimmery one and a highlight. The two I use most often are these two. And then this one is a little bit of highlight. I kind of ignore that one altogether. Not a big fan. I'm actually wearing all the colors right now. So that's that. The next thing for eyes is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyelash So that's what they look like. This one here is clear, this one is black. And what I like about this is I can draw a really nice thin line, but I've got a really good base hold onto it. I don't have to hold so close to where it is and then end up having my hands being all up in my eye. I can actually hold it back here and rest and start pulling along. I really like that about it. And this one's just the eye boosting serum. I actually have found that my eyelashes have grown a lot since buying these. I've been using them every day, and I've seen a bit of growth in the last 2 weeks, so I really like that about these. I'm gonna do an update in about a month and a half, provided these last that long, since I'm using them every day, and just on how they've been working. The next one is the Benefit Highbrow. So it's supposed to be for a brow highlight, but as you can see, I actually have put it on my waterline. I don't know if it's safe for on your waterline, but I haven't seen any problems with it. And I just really like the way it opens up my eyes more than a white pencil would do. So if you guys don't like white pencil on your waterline, but you still want something that'll open your eyes up, take a look into nude skin color pencils. One second. I'll clean it up for you a bit. So like that. So you can see it's just, honestly, it's a highlight color more than anything else in the world. I really like it for that reason. The next thing I'm moving on to is cheeks. I don't have a lot of makeup products, surprisingly. I normally have all sorts of beauty products, but I don't have many this month. Is the Bella Bambina blush from Benefit. I technically got this for free, or I bought a whole bunch of stuff and just paid for this. With the Shoppers Optimum program, I had a whole bunch of points left and I had $170 free to spend, as long as provided I spent over that money. So this is one of the things I bought in that little Shoppers haul. If you want to watch that video, I'll link that as well. But yeah, I really like this. It also has a really, really nice smell. It smells sort of like roses. Sort of rosy, rose hips and stuff like that, so I really like that. The last one is the Pure Minerals Mineral Glow Bronzer. Looks like that. Been really liking it. Although it's shimmery, I do like it to contour. Most of the stuff I mentioned today, I am wearing today. Because honestly, these have been my go-to products day in, day out. So now that I'm done with makeup, and that only took me 6 minutes because there was an intro as well, I am going to move on to some of my food favorites. So, I'm a very big water person. Yesterday I drank 4 liters. It's a bit much for me, but you know what? I like having at least a glass before I eat something. This way I can feel full beforehand. So I'll drink a glass of water about 10 minutes before dinner and before lunch and before I eat anything. Or if I feel hungry. Sometimes when you're hungry, you're actually thirsty, but you confuse them back and forth. So if you're hungry, have a glass of water and wait 10 minutes after you finish drinking it. If you're still hungry, then you're actually hungry. If your hunger's set aside, you're probably just thirsty. But one of my favorites is tea. I always drink it in a big mug like this. Comparison to my head, it's massive. It's a large cup. But this is my cup of tea or a cup of coffee if I have coffee. That's how much I have, and that's my cup for the day. I don't drink more than one. If I do, it's because I'm up studying, and I've had one in the morning and one at night. So it's my cup of coffee or my cup of tea. All I put in it is the tiniest little bit of honey and a drop of milk. I don't put much in it, and it's just a regular English breakfast, orange pekoe kind of tea. Tea. Anyways, my favorite food for this month, I have to say, would be avocado. For those of you who don't know, I have a food blog that I started up a little while ago. I'll post the link to my blog about avocados in the down bar, but they're really good for your hair, your skin, and they're actually they're one of the best fats out there for you. So eating avocado can really help boost your metabolism, which is really funny because you'd think, oh, fats are bad for you, and all stuff like that. But avocado oil and avocado fat is actually very, very, very good for you. So if you want to find stuff out about that, the link will be in the down bar as well. My favorite things to do this month have been probably working out. I've been on this really big health craze this month, but I really like that. Rather than turning to sweets and junk food, I've been turning to vegetables and making my own dips for them. So I'll take a low-fat yogurt, add garlic, add a little bit of cucumber or other spices, and I'll make my own little veggie dip. This way it's healthy and I know what goes into it, and it's a low-cal dip, so I really like that about that. And I'll just chop up my own veggies and throw them in a bowl, and I'll bring those with me. Salads, as I said, avocados. And then I go to the gym 3 times a week, and I dance once a week as well now, if you guys didn't hear that in my last video. I've been doing ballet again. I'm really happy that I'm doing it again. But yeah, during my workouts I do about half an hour to 40 minutes of cardio, and then a bit of weight training, and then 10 to 15 minutes of stretching afterwards. The stretching really helps with the dance stuff, so my own preference, you don't have to stretch for that long. It's all up to your body. I just really like stretching afterwards because it helps sort of cool down without getting that insane lactic acid buildup. So again, just my own preference. Another thing I've really been loving this month is just spending time with my friends. Music-wise, I've really been loving all sorts of oldies. So Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, and then, of course, Backstreet Boys. They're some of my favorites. A little bit of New Kids. That's not oldies, but it's older music, depending on your age range. That's my childhood. For my sister, it'd be her as a teenager, so it all really depends. I've also not really been paying much attention to what's going on music-wise nowadays. I find, as much as it pains me to say it, it kind of is all starting to sound the same. But I've been liking a lot of electronica. I have to blame my boyfriend for that, because he's obsessed with that stuff, so that's all that we listen to in his car when he drives. But stuff like the Bloody Beetroots, Dada Life, Daft Punk, a little bit of Deadmau5, Tiesto, Benny Benassi, stuff like that. I'm not a fan of dubstep. I find it all sounds the same. That and house music. I know you guys are all gonna be like, oh, you don't like house, but honestly, you listen to a show or you listen to an hour of it and the beat doesn't change. It's the same beat with a little bit of different synths. It's about the same thing, but I really like electronica, like the Dada Life, spelled Dadalife, the Bloody Beetroots, Benny Benassi. He's kind of like an older style guy. And then there's Daft Punk. I really enjoy Daft Punk. So those are some of my favorites throughout this month. And then for movies, I watched Transformers 3 finally this month. I know, a little bit late, but I really enjoyed it. I like the fact that it was almost all action and barely any romance. Those movies really don't need much romance. And then I also watched Paranormal Activity 3. Oh my god, it was creepy, but I loved it. Anything else that I really, really enjoyed this month? No, that's pretty much it. So those are my favorites of everything for the month. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll put links to my blogs, because I have a beauty blog too, and I have a food blog, as well as to my Twitter. I'll post those all down in the down bar. Hope you guys subscribe, so hit that little yellow button up there. Hope you follow me on my blog and you follow me on Twitter. I will talk to all of you guys later. Bye.